Hey, just want to let you guys know we just have some brand new merch. First, you gotta go to teespring.com/store/the-house, and when you get there, you're gonna see a bunch of new merch like the classic "Hey, I didn't see you there." You can go ahead and click on it. On the back it says "Oh hey, didn't see you there." We got the year of the hash brown, me and the boys. Give me your loot. You really outdone yourself. And you're probably thinking, wow, these are really cool, but I wish I had a different color. Go ahead and just click on one of them, and you can choose from a bunch of different colors, whether you want purple or black or green. I don't know, whatever you want. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. It's linked in the description. Oh hey! Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Soggy Hash Brown Show. Today we're going to be talking about the new DualSense PS5 controller. But not really for a PS5, but rather for should you buy the PS5 controller for PC gaming? Personally, I've used the PS4 controller and the Xbox controller for my PC rig. And I've always leaned more towards the Xbox One controller just because the PS4 controller seemed a little bit too lightweight. And I didn't really like the small triggers as much. But I've definitely been able to use it, and I've used it plenty of times for certain games. Now, one thing to consider is one of the main selling points is the new DualSense haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers that come with the PS5. Currently, those aren't really embedded into any PC configurations. So it's almost, why would you buy the PS5 controller if it doesn't even have some of the main selling points that they've offered? Unlike the Xbox Series X, the PS5 has upgraded its controller significantly from the PS4 controller. The Xbox Series X almost looks exactly the same as the Xbox One controller. But the PS5 controller is much heavier and feels much more comfortable in the hands rather than the PS4 controller. The PS5 controller is almost as if the Xbox and the PS4 controller had a baby and made this thing. The controller is very comfortable in the hands. Doesn't feel too heavy, but feels almost as if you can throw it across the room and it won't break. The buttons are perfectly balanced and don't feel like you're gonna mush them in, but they also feel clicky enough to where they're not too annoying, but they also feel soft. The joysticks seem almost standard as the PS4 controller, so no big change there. Controllers and bumpers are very similar, except I feel like almost the triggers are more comfortable in the hands, or maybe even a little bit bigger. I don't know, I can't really tell, but they seem improved. Even if it's not using the adaptive triggers, it really feels like that it's supposed to be implemented in the controller. Now, another thing about the controller is that it actually doesn't have the same connections. You're gonna have a USB Type-C port to plug it into your computer. Personally, I have a USB-C to USB-C. If you don't have one of those and you have to get one, just because the controller doesn't come with anything besides the controller, so it doesn't even come with a cord. Of course, there is always the Bluetooth feature, which currently doesn't really work with Bluetooth on your phone, just because I think it's fairly new, so that it's not really implemented. It's not even implemented on most games. It's only for Steam and I think Epic Games, but not that I know of really. I know it works for Steam, but some games get a little mixed up. Like when I played Castle Crashers, it mixed up the 4 button styles. The PS5 controller does definitely come with the clean white look and looks very modern compared to all the other controllers out there, including the PS4 controller. Personally, I've never been a huge fan of the D-pad, but that's just because they're not connected. I personally like the way that they feel soft rather than the Xbox clicky one, but if they were connected, that'd be a lot easier because often in games like Mortal Kombat, I'll try to switch from one side to the other and it'll think I'm going either up or down midway through, so it kind of ruins my sequences. But I'm sure as they clean up the configuration of the PS5 controller to PC gaming, I'm sure it will get much better. So we don't know for sure if the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers will come to the controller soon to PC, but personally I believe it will just because it's one of their main selling features, so I don't know really why they wouldn't do that. And me being able to play with PS4 and Xbox, I can say I've always been going to Xbox before, but I definitely feel like this PS5 controller is definitely my new main. It feels of solid build, and overall I just feel like it has everything that I've ever been wishing upon for the Xbox controller, and then playing with the PS4 controller. They have everything that I wish that those controllers didn't have. I would definitely recommend getting the new PS5 controller for your new PC setup. Whether you used to use a PS4 or an Xbox controller, I definitely recommend getting the new PS5 controller. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Make sure to check out the new merch I just released, and make sure to go ahead and hit subscribe down there at the bottom. And if you want more reviews, make sure to comment down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.